the beginning, I was struggling with minions on the Witch. Then I started leaning into 2 specific skills and things changed to the better. And this is how you will be blasting in Act 1. Gas bombs from the sky, exploding them straight away, contagion spreading, bone constructs carrying the contagion, zombies on the side, while you're amplifying the damage your enemies take with the secret sauce, Bone Storm, by tons. Now let's make your starter better so you can keep playing without frustration. And especially, don't get stuck at the Wolf King. Step number 1, begin with Skeletal snipers. They can drop a gas bomb from the sky, which is a nice bonus damage at the start. But the most important thing to take is the support gem Corrosion. Poison applied by supported skills also break armor equal to 80% of poison damage dealt. And the more snipers you have, the more gas bombs you can drop on the opponent that stack on top of each other, straight up demolishing their armor and having them take more damage from your warriors, archers, arsonists, hellhound, unearthed constructs, zombies, everything you're summoning. And in order to get more skeletal snipers, you need to push up their level. At level 7, for example, they only reserve 35 spirit per sniper, and I'm currently sitting at 130 spirit. Second skill we're using is Unearth, which is great as an AoE damage skill. Don't use this against single targets because it will feel lackluster. These do summon your bone constructs that help you just keep pushing, especially when you're blasting through an area from mob pack to mob pack to mob pack. You have these Unearth constructs with you. And mine are boasting minion instability, so they explode on death, spreading even more damage. Now these 2 skills already make for an amazing push, but they're not where the insane damage comes from. We'll talk about that in a second. First, let's keep going through level 1 skill gems, then 3, then 5. The next damage stack you're looking at is Contagion. As you approach a mob pack, you contagion them. Then as you spam Unearth, everything that dies will be turned into a bone construct that carries the contagion further. And with the skeletal snipers dropping your aerial support poison on them, they'll be getting armor broken and just die. Elites, bosses, normal mobs, whatever, just getting absolutely obliterated. Your skeletal warriors that you always have with you because you carry a scepter can have meat shield and last gasp to just have them survive more and be tankier to keep everyone off of you. And if you do need single target damage, just have a wand in your left hand for chaos bolts in the beginning. No, we're not using essence drain. Chaos bolts are just the easy choice because you have them on a wand, and this works super well against bosses as your single target damage stack. And for your persistent buff, as soon as you get a spirit gem, we're taking Grim Feast. Grim Feast gives you energy shield if the enemy dies or one of your minions die. Very cool, especially useful when you're just pushing through an area. In boss fights, it depends on the boss. The Wolf King, perfection. Ascendancy trials, not so much. Keep in mind that this reserves 30 spirits as you're using it, which means you get a plan to accordingly have 1 minion less or more if you then use Grim Feast or not. Right now I do have 3 skeletal snipers for the super poison stacking. And now to the absolute broken skill that will just quadruple, dipple, double, super boost your damage. That is not the skeletal arsonist. You'll still pick them up on skill gem 3 as soon as you have it, then play 1 sniper arsonist, as the arsonist can just explode your unearthed constructs to get the gas bomb from the sniper do a big boom. No, what you want to have is Bone Storm, because Bone Storm is simply incredible for a minion build. Bone Storm is a channel skill. You hold down the button, get these bone spinners around you, and then unlash them on the opponent. They're a great source of damage, so you alone can do a lot of damage with them. The best part though is, deals physical damage, debuffed enemies take additional physical damage from the next attack. Can fire up to 20 projectiles, and debuff duration is 10 seconds. You put this on a boss, on a big elite, and every hit your minions do just turns into a super explosion for the next 20 hits. Or you just straight up haul another Bone Storm into the enemy fully charged for incredible bonus damage. This allowed me to go from very slow versus bosses to super speed, especially with the skeletal sniper poison stacking, destroying their armor, then yoinking physical damage into them works wonders. And we finally picked up our first ascendancy, getting ourselves the loyal Hellhound. Now this is good and bad at the same time. If we're pushing through maps, it's amazing because the loyal Hellhound ignites enemies around him. And we're currently playing him with the minions from supported skill have elemental resistance with elemental army, and he just ignites more because I had that from the arsonist. Now the ignition of the Hound is great as we're pushing through areas because every gas bomb we drop with an increased area of effect. Will straight up explode if the Hound is near, because he ignites everything in the vicinity. Which means that as soon as we approach, it's just contagion, gas bomb, everything just completely gets obliterated. But if you're fighting now against a boss and you kind of want to stack up the poison, well, guess what? Not working as good as. Well, your gas just straight up explodes. It's still incredible damage that chunks down the boss, but sometimes during certain boss fights, it might be better to just kick the Hound out. Puzzle building was simple in the beginning. It was mostly minion life nodes and minion damage. Then we veered off to the right side for the increased mana regeneration and also the maximum energy shield boost. Especially with Grim Feast, that helps a lot. You also take the minions revive 15% faster. This is so good as you don't have to wait the full 7 seconds for them to come back. And now I'm heading to the left side right now because I want the minions revive faster, better cooldown recovery rate and area of effect to blast their abilities more, and minions get a lot of elemental resistance. This whole cluster should hugely help. And the next stops I'm planning to do is minions revive faster again, because that just helps a lot. And we probably want to make our way to this cluster, Vile Mending, to have the minions have more max life, regenerate life, and chaos resistance. Now, the number one thing that helped me to boost my damage in the beginning was a good offhand, talking to the vendor. I bought myself the Smoldering Rattling Scepter, and then I used an Orb of Augmentation to just get another random modifier, and boom. Allies in your presence regenerate life, allies in your presence deal 5 to 8 additional fire damage. Just like that. Considering that minions in the beginning do 2 to 8 damage, adding another 2 to 5, 5 to 8 damage, is just making them tremendously stronger. Frequently go and check in with the vendors as they have truly amazing stuff. I mean, 13% increased spirit. With this one right now, I would straight away get another Skeletal Sniper done. And they're higher level than my warriors right now. Well, don't mind if I do. And in order to boost your spirit even more, there are these blacksmith whetstones. Not this one though, because it improves the quality of a martial weapon. They're there for armor, and they're also there for wands and scepters. And if you improve the quality of a scepter, the amount of spirit it has will be multiplied upwards even further. Now I'm sitting at 143 spirit, and we can straight away get another Skeletal Sniper, or in this case, I could add another Arsonist to this. That being said, we don't really need the Arsonist right now, as my snipers are already getting automatically ignited. And the more snipers you have, the more gas arrows you have. That is now a 4 gas arrow spam into instant explosions with my friend the dog. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this will help you with your League starter. If you have anything more you'd like to share, drop that in the comments below. This was essentially for your first 20 to 30 levels. I'll be flashing this out further as I go, but I just really wanted to help you with the beginning, because no one likes being stuck at a certain boss if you made wrong decisions. Enjoy your time with Path of Exile and more videos to come, including amazing live streams. Have a good day. Take care.